welcome to our press conference ahead of our Premier League game against West Ham United tomorrow. First section is embargoed until 12:30 p.m. Simon Peach.
Hi Eric.
Hi.
Happy Christmas in advance. Anybody available?
As well?
Anyone available for West Ham that was unavailable for Liverpool?
Now we have some doubts, but we have some illnesses during the week, so we have to see who's available for tomorrow. Hopefully they are recovered, but yeah, we have to see.
You said in Copenhagen that you didn't expect to see Casemiro or Lisandro Martinez back before Christmas when we're in Denmark. Just wondering what the update with those two are at the moment.
Yeah, so they are not available before Christmas, so that will be mid-January. We expect them back. With the other defenders, because obviously you had Willy Camboala on the bench at Liverpool because of the, I guess, defensive shortages. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof. Any update on them, and Mason Mount? The timescale on him at the moment. Mason Mount similar into January. Harry Maguire, I expect him early on, and Victor Lindelof is not available, and he has done a surgery, so he will be out for a couple of weeks.
What happened there?
What happened? He had a problem, and so personal is that, but he has to do the surgery.
I mean, you haven't scored for 3 games, and you're one of the lowest scorers in the Premier League. I know in the past you've defended Rasmus Højlund, and it's not just about one player, but why are you struggling to score goals so much?
Oh, first of all, I think we played very strong teams with Liverpool and Bayern Munich. That's obvious, and then before we had a poor game, as we have seen. But I think, there are always issues, but we know also we have to improve. And so in our game, I think we played very good at Bayern Munich and against Liverpool, but we should have created more chances, and then of course we should have been more clinical in such moments.
Is it about getting more players into scoring situations, or do you believe you're creating the chances, just not taking them?
I think we can definitely improve. So it's not about one player, but it's about a totally group of us. So as you know, my philosophy, we have to attack with 11. So it's not only about one player, but it's about everyone. And we have to get the movements better, the decisions. So the ball decision making on the ball has to be better. And sometimes also we have to be more clinical. I think the best chance on Sunday in Liverpool was ours, and it was a great attack.
Erik, the European Super League is back on the agenda this week. What do you make of the revised concept, the new format with promotion and relegation?
I refer to the statement the club brought out yesterday.
The club's position's clear, obviously. The court have ruled, though, essentially it's changed the footballing landscape in some way, shape or form. Do you think that change is inevitable within European football at some point in the future?
So I have to look then in more detail if I want to express an opinion about that.
And can I just ask you about January, about transfers? Do you know yet whether you're going to have money to spend? Do you want to strengthen the squad next month?
So the current squad, so I'm happy. So as we get our players back, I'm sure we have a good squad. I think a lot of our, the way it went in the first season of the reasons behind, because many players were not available. And I'm sure when all the players are available on board, and it looks like, as I said, Casemiro will be back, Martinez will be back, Mason Mount will be back. We will be much stronger after the winter.
Ian.
Erik, just to pick up on what Simon was asking you about before with the lack of goals, I understand it's not just about one player, but Rasmus Højlund is a very young man. He's come to a big club, a different league, a different country, and not scored in the Premier League yet. I just wonder how personally you think he's coping with the pressure and going so long without a first goal in the league.
Yeah, of course we are open, and also he is open, and I think he is
his mentality is great, and he's I think he's a very good performer under stress, and he deals with that. But it's not only about Rasmus Højlund, it's also about Marcus Rashford, it's also about Garnacho, it's also about Anthony, it's also about Bruno Fernandes, and it's also about Scott McTominay. So there are many, and don't forget our fullbacks, who has to be a big part in that. I'm sure we work on that fact as a group, from offensive players or who are in offensive, who are contributing there or who should contributing there, and I'm sure we will improving, and especially if our squad is full accompanied, and then is better in balance, and then we should create more chances.
You've had a free week this week, which is rare for Manchester United, especially this season. What difference does that make to you and the team heading for this challenge against West Ham?
First of all, we had such a busy program, and so we gave the lads some days off, also because we go in a busy week again with 3 games. So they needed, from physical approach, they needed a rest, get away from football, also mentally. And so I now expect them. They are fresh, and we can go in that week, in a massive week. That is a great opportunity for us, and with the good result in Liverpool in our back, and that will give the team confidence, and we can compete with the best teams in this league. And now we have to get forward, and so we have to make next steps. And we have to demand more from each other to make that step forward.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a final question in this section from a special guest. Nigel Flanagan is a United fan who runs Operation Christmas Present, which has donated 26,000 gifts to children in hospital on Christmas days for many years. So we want to say well done, thank you, and tell us your question for Erik ten Hag.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Busy period coming up soon with lots of games. Are you going to be able to have some time off with your family? Have you got any plans?
Oh yeah, we have my plans, but it has to be around the games, because the games that will be my main point, my key point to focus on. As I just said, we have 3 big games to play in this week. Really looking forward. It's always a massive period for any club in the Premier League, but definitely now for us. So we will focus on that, and but there will sometimes in the spare time there is some time to join in my family and to have some time together and to celebrate Christmas.